Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the jumper wire trick. It is just what it sounds like. It's a really simple thing you can do with a piece of wire that's going to help you troubleshooting flashlights like crazy. It's super simple, but don't underestimate it. I have power supplies and all that stuff, but I use this much more than I use that equipment. What we'll need to get started is a wire, preferably one with a set of alligator clips on the end, a battery or batteries depending on the light that you're working on, and a set of magnets is also helpful. Why don't we just start with one of my own creations, the 5000 lumen Maglite bulb. Let's say, for example, that I was not getting any light when I turned it on. I installed the drop-in and nothing happened. Now with Maglites, it's almost always something to do with a power connection, the switch or the tail cap, but just to be 100% certain, let's check the bulb and make sure it's good. This is the 6D bulb, but instead of using 6D cells, I'm just going to use 2 lithium ions, the 26650s, because that's about the same voltage. I'm going to stick one of my magnets on the back of each cell, and then stick them together. Stick the alligator clip to the negative end of the second battery. I am not going to put another magnet on the front of the positive end of the front battery. And you also need to be very careful if you're using a wire with 2 alligator clips that you don't accidentally let that magnet in the center there suck up to the other alligator clip. Once I've got that hooked together, I'm just going to take the other end of my alligator clip and push it good and hard against the body of the drop-in. And then all I have to do is touch this tail piece, this battery positive, to the front of my other battery. I can see it comes on, I can change modes, so I'm good to go. In this case, that tells me not only is the bulb good, but also that this set of batteries is capable of powering them. We're not tripping any protection circuits, so that's 2 things down in one blow. With the bulb reinstalled in the light, the next thing I'm going to do is put both batteries in the end, but leave the tail cap off. I'm going to turn the switch on, and this time I'm not going to need any magnets, but I'm just going to jump from the tail end of the battery to the place on the Maglite body where the anodizing is removed. So that tells me I'm not getting a good connection at the tail end, and in this case it's probably because I'm using the shorty spring and didn't remove the anodizing well enough. Even though it looks really good in there, sometimes you still are not getting perfect electrical contact. When I do these on the lathe, I trim up the side a little bit. Looking at another popular light, our Convoy L6, if for some reason we're not getting any power, the first thing I would do is take this tail cap off and just do our jumper trick right over the end like we did with the Maglite, which might indicate we have a problem with the tail switch. However, it's been my experience with Convoy L6 99% of the time. The problem is not that, it's this ring right here, which we talked about in another video. But if that ring is cracked loose even a little bit, it prevents the tail cap from threading down far enough and not letting us get power. One last example I'm going to show you is for all you modders out there. This is a really big help. If you have a light engine that is not working, this will allow you to test each component individually. You can test just your LED or just your LED and driver. If you have your light engine out of the flashlight, do just like we did with the Maglite drop-in, and we're going to touch it to the housing of the engine, and we're not getting any light. So we could have a dead LED or a dead driver or both, but if we pull the driver out of the housing and then take our alligator clip and connect it directly to the driver instead of to the housing, then we can try this out. Now we're getting light, so that means probably that we either have a bad connection from the driver to the housing. It's not making good electrical contact, our pressed fit isn't good enough, or it could mean that we have some kind of a short. If your LED wires are frayed anywhere, the shrink on them is worn away, and that's touching something, it could be causing that. Or if any of the tiny pins on the driver from the micro or anything else are touching that housing that are not supposed to be, it could also cause us to have no power. A good indicator to tell you which one might be occurring is when you touched the batteries to the driver with it installed. Did we get nothing, or did we get a spark when we touched it? If we got a spark, that probably means we have a short somewhere. If you just got nothing, it's probably just a bad connection. So there you have it. There is the jumper wire trick. Please let me know in the comments if this helped you out. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and good lucks.